Hey Bandidos, today I will be showcasing 3 high-powered assault rifle builds that will help you clear heroic content quickly. Over the last few videos, I have been sharing with you balanced builds with heavy armor and heavy damage output. In this video, we're going to take a look at 3 amazing DPS builds that are unbalanced to prioritize damage first. But what's unique about these builds is that they all have additional layers of survivability without sacrificing time to kill. And that's why I will be showcasing them for you today. Hit like if unique and effective builds are your thing, and comment death dealers down below to support the channel. I have 3 heroic assault rifle DPS builds for you today. These are different from the tank DPS builds I provided in these videos. Instead of heavy armor, these builds will be heavy damage while still having great survivability. Let's super quickly take a moment to talk about survivability. Players' skill and situational awareness aside, time to kill is the largest contributor to your survivability in the Division 2. Simplified, the idea is to kill them before they kill you. If they're dead, they're no longer a threat. Some players have even subscribed to the idea that there's no such thing as too much damage in the Division 2. They say the best and only way to play is with an all-red, min-max, meta damage build. Others have evolved a different understanding of survivability in the Division 2 based on an effective time to kill, more like a sweet spot. And if adding more damage does not impact the time to kill enough to be detectable by the user or does not add additional survivability, that damage has a diminished return, in which case the build and user would benefit more from something different. Let's visualize this. Here is a max damage all red striker build with the FAMAS and Obliterate, and most would agree this is one of the best no scope burst DPS AR builds around. Here it is in the range, close up against a heroic elite with 100% accuracy on the head. The time to kill is fast at less than 1 second. This is an effective time to kill. We'll make this the pace setter build. Here is the time to kill of each of the 3 builds I am showcasing today. As you can see, each is fast and has an effective time to kill. But can you tell which one is actually fastest? Probably not. The pace setter build is on the left. Now in a side-by-side comparison with the 3 builds I am showcasing today. Now can you tell which one is faster? It's a little easier with an assisted view, but still the time to kill difference between any 2 of these builds is so small, it's not only undetectable by the user without technical assistance, it's so small it doesn't add any additional value to your survivability. And when your accuracy is not 100% at a paper target that doesn't move or shoot back, the time to kill difference becomes even more insignificant. What's really going to blow your mind is that the builds 1, 2, and 3 all have 2 blue armor cores for 1.1 million in armor, have non-damage talents dedicated to added survivability, where the pace setter has all talents dedicated to damage and still doesn't significantly outpace the others when it comes to time to kill. And since that is the case, the most valuable build for many players is likely the ones on the right that provide additional layers of survivability. Each of the 3 builds I'm sharing with you in this video has 2 blue armor cores as a cap. In most cases, this equals 1.1 million armor, which polls have told us is the sweet spot for the majority of the player base. None of the builds will be using the MEMENTO exotic backpack. I did this intentionally to take a more diverse and creative approach to added survivability. However, adding the MEMENTO backpack to any of these builds is absolutely an option and does indeed fit the playstyle I am demonstrating today. Build 1 is built on 4 pieces striker. On the surface, this looks straightforward enough, but the devil is in the details. The striker set gives us weapon handling, RPM, and total weapon damage stacks. This is a purely offensive set with no other added survivability. All 4 gear set pieces have weapon damage and crits. So to play aggressively, we added amazing levels of proactive resistance and recovery. The interesting thing about this setup is the synergy. The added survivability isn't passive. It's very much indeed tied to the DPS and time to kill capabilities of the build. So if we didn't have an effective time to kill, we'd be suppressed, or worse, killed. With this setup, as long as we are putting out damage and or killing, we are further supporting our ability to do so more often and longer. The backpack is Uzina Getica with armor, crits, and the talent Clutch. For high red crit builds, Clutch is amazing. It's actually a game changer. It's not well known and often misunderstood, and that's a shame because it has the ability to deliver up to 100% armor on kill. The first part says if you're below 15% armor, crits will get you 2.5% armor back to that 15%. This allows you to go toe-to-toe with an enemy and kill him before he kills you. Not so much if you are one versus many, but it's the second part that is the best part. Once you get a kill, every crit recovers armor up to 100%. This lasts for 4 to 10 seconds after kill, depending on how many red cores you have, and each kill refreshes the talent. So if you're getting one kill at least every 10 seconds, you are always healing when you're shooting. With a striker build, it's very easy to do this. The chest piece is our second piece of Uzina for 10% armor on kill. This chest has armor, crits, and the perfect spotter talent for 20% amplified damage. The 10% armor on kill gives us big, instant jumps and heals to help us play aggressive and stay out of cover longer. 10% armor on kill is not a ton, but with Clutch, it's a great pairing. We are running the Technician specialization for the laser pointer and the skill tier. Here's the second game changer. My primary weapon is the Police M4. I have crit mods, the laser pointer to pulse enemies for the chest talent, and finally, the future perfect talent. With every kill, the talent gets us a skill tier. You can stack 3 skill tiers. 3 skill tiers is no problem. I didn't use the mechanical animal with the perfect future talent because it does not accept a laser pointer. We have 55% crit chance and 105% crit damage. The shield treats armor cores the same as skill tiers. That's why we have 2 of those on the build. The Technician gives us our third. The weapon talent gives 3 more for 6 skill tiers for even more resistance. This will top out at 4 total skill tiers. Since we have Clutch with 10% armor on kill, a fixer drone wasn't necessary. Shields on red DPS builds are dangerous. It's important you shoot first and land your shots to get that fast time to kill and keep them from shooting your shield till it breaks. 1v1, you are usually okay. But in Heroic, you often step up to 4 to 5 enemies. As you're focused on one, the others will be shooting and likely breaking your shield. And when you're out of cover in front of multiple enemies without a shield, even with 1.1 million armor, it won't take much to bring you down, effective time to kill or not. And there is a disorientating status effect on the shield that keeps you from retreating safely or shooting accurately. If your shield breaks, there's a good chance you're going down, and that status effect is the most frustrating thing, I'll tell you. The Crusader's shield is designed to break, even at 6 skill tiers, so you will still need to keep your eye on it, but most encounters you will win before it does. Know your limits though. The wrong number and combination of enemies will change that. It's also an option to run the Artificer Hive, but I found it more useful to have the Deflector Drone. Either way is good. So with all of this, you have a full package to clear heroic control points as fast as 3 minutes. Build 2 is built on 4 pieces UMBRA initiative. This set gives us crit chance and reload speed. The set bonus is 50% crit damage, 15% RPM boost, and 40% armor regen over 5 seconds. That's 8% per second. You get full offensive stacks by being in cover for 5 seconds. Your regen stacks by being out of cover for 5 seconds. Since I'm running the chest piece, our offensive stacks are doubled to 100% crit damage and 30% RPM boost. All the pieces have crits and red weapon damage cores. 2 pieces have armor for 1.1 total armor. The backpack is Fenris with crits and the Clutch talent. It synergizes well with the crits and is almost always active since we're killing so well. It did better than Bloodsucker because they can't take it away from you. As long as you're killing once per 10 seconds, you are always healing if you're shooting. I'm running Gunner, which means we are also getting another 10% armor on kill. A burst in heals, if you will. The mask is a Coyote because I wanted that 25% crit damage buff since we were playing aggressively inside. I really like the Chameleon with this because it's already fast at 900 base RPMs, and with the set's 30% bonus RPM, it gets up to 1170 RPMs. That means a lot on this build. It means you get your weapon adaptive instinct stacks super fast, which gives you 50% crit damage and 90% weapon damage. The high RPMs also help Clutch. The faster you are critting, the faster you are healing. The shield is at 2 skill tiers, and I am using the Fixture Drone to boost heals even more. Crit chance is maxed, and our base crit damage is at 150%. We're getting 50% more more from the adaptive instincts, 25% from the coyote, and another 100% more from the chest piece. That's 325% crit damage in total, plus 90% weapon damage bonus from adaptive instincts. There's a lot of synergy on this build, and the layers of different types of heals make it very flexible and fast to recover from damage. The gear set is strong at healing, gives you 8% armor regen per second when in cover, up to 40% armor back. When you take a lot of damage, you are getting suppressed back in cover anyways, so it's a natural way to take heals. I decided to add the fixture to always be healing and to basically boost all the ways we are taking heals, including clutch. The only downside is the shield is not that strong on this one. It's a tier 2 shield with no adds. The time to kill is good enough to compensate, but beware of big groups. If your shield breaks, things can go sour quickly. If you're looking to be part of a strong, positive community, then I have you covered. Join Tux's Discord. We're not elitists, and we're so much more than just clans and raids. Tux's Discord continues to grow as the central hub for the player base that loves this game and wants to see it thrive. And if you love builds, this is the spot. Also, join Tux's Players Club to support the channel, the cause, while getting access to member perks and extra content like gaming music playlists. Click the join button below. Build 3 is built on 4 pieces of HEARTBREAKER. This set gives us assault rifle damage, handling, and weapon damage, and bonus armor when hitting pulsed enemies. I am running the chest piece to increase the stacks from 50 to 100 stacks of damage and bonus armor. I am running the backpack to increase the bonus armor to 200%. All the gear pieces have weapon damage and crits. I decided to go with the Picaro's holster for weapon damage and an armor core since I wanted 1.1 million in armor. The mask is the Catharsis exotic mask with a crit mod. The talent is Vicious Cycle, and taking damage build stacks up to 30% weapon damage. Additional damage will purge a heal cloud that restores armor at 5% for 10 seconds. It's very strong. I'm running the Kingbreaker for the perfect flatline 20% amplified damage. The ACS shotgun is necessary for this gear set to build stacks quickly. I am using the rock and roll named version with the laser pointer. I am running Technician for the laser pointer, the skill tier, and the Artificer Hive. We have 50% crit chance and 69% crit damage. We have a tier 3 shield with this setup, and the Artificer Hive is further healing the shield as we go. Here's the synergy. We want the shield to have resistance and recovery because when the shield takes damage, it creates catharsis stacks. The gear set has amazingly huge and easy to get and maintain bonus armor. When our bonus armor takes damage, it creates catharsis stacks too. And when the catharsis purges, we heal our base armor and can feel immortal when standing in the cloud. This setup can clear heroic contract points in as quick as 3 minutes also. What helps is the bonus armor because you can drop your shield to run faster and get the jump on enemies. You're much more willing to take additional damage to your body with this one. If I had to pick just one as my favorite, it's going to be the Striker build. Build 1 with the 6 skill tier shield is a very unique way to boost your aggressiveness. It's flat out different, just as deadly as any all red all damage version, but even better at clearing heroic content quickly due to the fast recovery and amazing resistance. Let me know which build you are going to make first. These heavy armor builds kill heroic elites in one shot. You gotta try them.
Follow me.